Physio graduates here in the GTA and across the country are feeling frustrated that their clinical exams have been canceled 4 times during the pandemic. That means they are unable to work as fully registered physiotherapists. What makes it worse is there's no date set for the exam, causing mental and financial stress for those waiting to get jobs.
To me, it's heartbreaking to just not even have the opportunity to prove myself and show myself after all this time of preparing, like I said, over a decade.
Calvin Phillip currently works as a physiotherapist resident in Toronto. He says clients prefer to see someone who is fully licensed, which makes him feel even more frustrated that he can't write his exam. But that isn't the only concern.
You will not be getting the same level of compensation because a lot of jobs are looking for people who are fully registered as full physiotherapists.
The Canadian Alliance of Physiotherapy Regulators canceled all of its scheduled clinical exams for 2021. It's the 4th time they've done so since last March, near the start of the pandemic.
It's really taken a toll on me mentally, emotionally. I've been more anxious than ever. I've actually had to seek some mental health counseling to address these issues.
Physiotherapist graduate Nicholas Lee was feeling hopeful last month when he was taking his online exam.
We were in the waiting room and then we were doing the exam and the exam actually crashed.
Lee says the experience cost him time and money. On their website, the CAPR says they are currently investigating the failure of the online exam, further adding, "We cannot guarantee the success of another virtual exam at this time. The risk of another negative experience for candidates is too high." Phillip says he's shocked the CAPR still hasn't figured out an alternative after all these months of delays. He says the entire process needs to be amended.
We'll take things on a case-by-case basis and see the people who've been working as a physiotherapy resident for, I'd say, at least 6 months and have had no incidents, no reports, no complaints against them. I think all those people should be passed because they've obviously shown within that time that they're more than competent.
Lee worries the backlog of graduates will have an impact on people needing a physiotherapist.
It actually increases the wait time for the public to access care. And that's a really, really big deal because we know that if someone has an injury and physiotherapists can address them, the earlier someone can access care, the better their outcomes are.
We reached out to the CAPR for a comment, and they said in part, "We acknowledge the continued disruption to the lives of the physiotherapy candidates affected. We plan to reschedule all registered candidates into smaller, more frequent virtual or in-person sessions, which will take place starting in the late summer or early autumn. Candidates will be given at least 2 months' notice in advance of proposed exam dates." For City News, I'm Maleeha Sheikh.